So this one is a double leg bridge. You're going to lay on your back with the backs of your ankles on the ball, back flat, belly drawn in towards the spine so you have somewhat of a neutral spine and maybe touching, most parts touching the floor. If there's a little bit of a gap right here at the low back where it naturally curves, that's okay. You don't need to push your back way hard into it. And you can have your arms down by your sides. To make it a little bit more challenging, you can bring them up over your chest. But if you have them down by your sides, try to minimize how much you're pushing down into the floor. You may need to use a little bit for balance. And you're just going to bring your belly in, squeeze your glutes, and lift up towards the ceiling so that your hips are fully extended, and then come back down. If you feel this a lot in your hamstrings or your hamstrings start to cramp, you're probably using your hamstrings too much. So you really want to focus on the core and the glutes. So tight gut, tight butt, lift up. Like that. Okay? To make this a little bit more interesting or challenging, you can keep your hips up and just roll the ball in like that. Okay? And a variation on this to get more hamstring is to bring your legs straight out and then just lift up here. You're less likely to cramp here because you're going to be needing to use your hamstrings and your glutes with this exercise. So you're not going to get that same cramp that you do when your knees are bent because your hamstrings are not in an ideal position to work when your knees are bent. Okay? So hardest one is probably this one where you're lifting up and rolling the ball out and back.